Fishin Affliction. Hello.
Well, Mom and Dad's grab the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and old Rusty's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, and don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old nitro boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin'. Yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here.
Good fish right there, baby.
Well, welcome to Fishin Affliction, and thank you for joining us. Last week we were on Lake Barkley with Affliction Prostaff for Pat Singer, catching big old largemouth like this 4-pound 4-ouncer that Pat caught first thing in the morning. And folks, we caught so many fish that day that it's going to take another episode to show you the rest of the fish that we caught on Lake Barkley. And at the end of this episode, we're going to have to figure out who is the official Fishin Affliction record holder of the largest fish caught on Fishin Affliction, me or the big dog? Well, you stay tuned because that's going to be an interesting situation. But before we get to that, let's go get back to some of those Barkley largemouth with the big dog and Affliction Pro staffer, Pat Singer.
Oh, he's coming.
That's a lot of commotion for that fish.
Oh, man, he's trying to make a show out of it, ain't he? There's another one for Pat.
Well,
but he don't count, folks.
let me tell you what.
Hey, there's hog fish, and then there's a fish hog. Pat definitely catches all the fish, big dog. You know how to have the right people come on the show.
You know what? The day ain't over yet. And the show ain't over yet.
Are you telling the folks to stay tuned?
Stay tuned, because I just hit a big school of bait, and there's going to be more than one here.
Well, folks, stay tuned as Pat catches another fish.
That's what I'm going to see right there.
Feel good, brother Pat?
Pretty good. About a 3-pounder, I think.
Oh, there we go. That all big people.
All right. Oh, yeah. Keep.
That is pretty.
He's a chunk, isn't he?
That is sweet looking.
Thank you very much.
Hey, our well is on the left-hand side back here.
Okay.
Y'all are terrible.
Yeah.
So finally we got a point here, a little bit of bait on the point. You're still sticking with that red eye?
Sticking with the red eye. Seems to be working very well. One of Strike King's premier baits.
Boy, it is, isn't it, though? And these colors, big dog, what is this color called?
It's a version of a sexy shad.
Well, I tell you, that's a beautiful fish.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful fish. Let's put it in the well. But let's put it in our well.
All right.
Hey,
This feels like a good fish, big dog. I pulled the Pat, too. I didn't.
yeah, now that one might keep.
I might be on top of him. You might think he might be foul hooked on top. Yeah.
Hey,
Oops.
he knocked himself out on the side of the boat, didn't he?
But you know what?
He's 15 inches.
I think that's a keeper, don't you think?
No.
Big dog, come on now.
That fish one. Here you go. Here's some measuring tape.
Now there's one thing about the big dog is that he's competitive, and the only fish that truly count in his mind are the ones that can measure. And earlier in the day, he said he could catch more fish than Pat and I combined. So we're going to make sure that we measure all these fish, make sure they're 15 inches long, and make sure that if they are, they go in the right live well.
Oh, so you are putting all your alls on one side and now mine go on the other side.
No, it's not so like that.
Oh,
Just look,
I see how it's going to be today. Okay, we can play this game.
You want to keep the camera up there just in case I get on them again like that?
That's good.
Big Dog, you're getting your camera work in today, ain't you? Fish is out there. There you go. Awesome, off of Pat's Point here.
They are liking that chartreuse one. That's good.
Yeah, sure is. That's my third fish in just several minutes.
And you know what?
What's that?
The sucker's trying to talk me and let him throw a pure poison if he catches 10 to 15 fish, but he wants to throw it right in the buck bushes where it'll get hung, so I'm stopping that deal.
Come on now.
Already.
Come on, come on.
Here, now that one is not a keeper. All right. All right.
Are you rolling?
Oh my goodness. I am with the 2.
Big Dog, you said if I caught 10.
You ain't caught 10 yet.
No, if I did.
You have not caught 10.
I didn't say it, but I'm on my way. Hey, fish, he's on. Yeah.
Man, this is a little than the other one.
I'll tell you what.
It's a crappie.
Is it?
I have succeeded.
Multi-species.
I have succeeded in fishing with the 2 littlest fish people I've ever fished with in my life. Little Fish Pat and Little Fish Dan.
There it is.
Goodbye.
His crappie was bigger than mine. Well, folks, it's still fun catching them, and I don't care how big they are. And we are sure catching them on Barkley. Pat and the Big Dog and myself just having a great time in the wilds of Barkley. And speaking of in the wilds, let's go see this week's pictures from
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild.
Folks, sometimes you don't have to be in the wild to see some truly amazing things. And these pictures are from the In the Skillet gal, Miss Vicki Porter. Now, not only is Miss Vicki just a tremendous cook, but she is an unbelievable photographer. And while coming home the other day, she came past this den of newborn foxes and their mother. And these are just incredible pictures shot not too far from her home. Such beautiful pictures from the In the Skillet gal, Miss Vicki Porter. Thanks so much, Miss Vic. Folks, you can send your pictures to pics@fishandaffliction.com, and don't forget to visit our picture galleries at www.fishandaffliction.com, and maybe you'll see your pictures right here on
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild.
It's kind of like this, all over, like that.
Maybe kind of like if you kind of steady, and if you pop it a little bit, you know.
There's no way I'm gonna do that. I believe it's like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like this.
It's like this. Then it's going like this. No way.
Kind of like this. The sexy swimmer, it's got action you can't believe until you see it. I'm kind of liking this.
Here's a preview of the coming chapter in the summer of 2010. Our first annual bass tournament will be held May 15th with fishermen from 8 states in competition for a guaranteed $5,000 cash first prize. The tournament is expecting 250 angler teams. Professional anglers to father and son teams will compete in one of the largest open tournaments in the history of Old Hickory Lake. Our entry fee is no more than your local Tuesday night tournament, just $80 a boat. Budweiser, Robert Orsisko, Riverside Marine, and Anderson Marine have joined in with Blackjack Cove in presenting this incredible tournament event.
94% of fishermen hunt. 100% hunt big game. There is only one solution. Scotty Green Adventures. Hunting the world.
Welcome to Scotty Green Adventures. You pick your species you'd like to harvest and contact Scotty Green Adventures for your adventure of a lifetime.
For hunters only, brought to you by Scotty Green Adventures, hunting the world. Check out all the great hunts at ScottyGreenAdventures.com.
Folks, here's Fishin' Affliction Prostaff for catfish, videoed by his father David on the opening day of turkey season 2010. Now these birds that they're on were roosted by David the night before. Now, as you can see, the weather is bad. And David did such a great job getting this footage without spooking these turkeys because he had the camera in a plastic bag. Now, as you can see, that longbeard's just out of range, and David knew that there were 3 longbeards because that's how many he roosted. And in a moment, here come the other 2, and Catfish had a beat on him. Folks, what dedication that Affliction Prostaff for Catfish and his father David have to be out in weather like this for a turkey hunt. And as Catfish brings back the bird, let's hear about it.
Today's the 3rd day of April. Today's opening day of turkey season. Daddy roasted these birds in here yesterday evening. He ain't got much of a beard, but check out them spurs right there. I bet he's got 1.8 to 1.25 inches.
What a great way to start the season with Affliction Prostaff for Catfish and his father David. And now, back to Fishing Affliction. Folks, it is so inspiring to see these bald eagles just about every place that we go, from Barkley to Gunnersville, even to Old Hickory. It is obvious that the conservation efforts that have been made for this great national symbol have paid off with great dividends. And folks, let's keep on doing it because they're just so beautiful. And every future generation should have the opportunity to see such a beautiful creature that God has created. And while we're watching this beautiful bald eagle, let's talk about the Bass Pro Shop gear list today. First, our 7-foot medium heavy Kistler rod spooled with Bass Pro Shop Excel monofilament. Next, our Strike King lures, and although we threw a variety of Strike King lures, the main one were once again these red eyes. They are such a fish catching bait. And last, our Gel Series Deca batteries. These batteries last all day, keeping those live wells pumped up with fresh water for all those Barkley largemouth that we keep putting in there.
You on one, Pat?
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, there you go.
Get out of the way.
Hey, Pat. Look out, Rusty, son.
I don't want to hit around the motor.
Oh, man. All right, come on. All right, then. All right, I'm under it.
Hold on a second. I think you're hung on my thing. Here, let me help you out.
Fish. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mass pandemonium.
Who's the man?
Who is? And guess what side that goes in?
All right. Well, that's a good fish, Pat. That's a real good fish. I'm going to put him in your side. You know what? The bad thing is we just had a little bet in the boat. All right, we went for biggest fish, the most keepers, and the most fish. And I'm a little bit scared that that could end up being the biggest fish, so I'm really going to have to turn it on.
More than you have been.
Knock him in the head and take his bait. And it ain't going to be easy because he's every bit as big as I am, twice as mean as I am, and
1 year younger.
Youth.
Me.
Fish up shallow?
Way shallow. 2 foot deep.
Wow. Wasn't even 2 foot where that fish come from. I don't think we're 2 foot.
Right, I saw him get it when it was falling.
Wow.
When it hit the water, he'd come after it.
We're in water this deep right here. That's how deep we are right here. And you caught that on a full cast. So that's how shallow that bass was.
Still
Fishing
on
his own on the Strike King.
On that red eye, isn't it?
Red eye, 6
That little bitty one, they were a little liking that little one today. Now that was definitely a female right there. Now I'm gonna pick up something else. A buzz bait or something. See if I can catch one up here.
What about that
Big dog,
3/4 ounce?
Yeah, 3/4 ounce.
That 3/4 ounce won't even run where that one was.
Now you can see that Pat and I are laughing because the big dog has been telling us what we should be throwing all day, and we haven't done it. Now, most of the time he's absolutely correct about lure choice, but Pat and I were sticking with our smaller 1/4 ounce Strike King red eyes, but teasing the big dog about that 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce version that he's been wanting us to throw. Oh, and let's not forget about that chatterbait a little bit later.
I don't know that this is a keeper fish, but
it's another good solid chunk. And we have caught a lot that size today.
This Strike King, the red eye, especially in the 1/2 ounce size, right, Pat?
We've thrown every size, a quarter, a half. They're just giving me heck because I just picked up a 3/4. Oh no.
Woo, nice one.
Oh no.
Big Dog?
Oh no. He'll never put it down the rest of the day.
Have you seen the commercial for the sexy swimmer?
Yeah.
Let me give you a little pure poison. That's what I'm talking about right there.
You're
pure
sick.
poison right there. I think it's possibly a keeper.
Yeah, on some chain of lakes, but not this one.
No, come on now.
That's a 12-inch or 13-inch fish. Give me a break.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know now, you just measured him.
I don't know. But it does count towards the one count.
It's 13
Hey, Big Dog.
13 and a half inch
Caught on
fish.
what?
He's caught on a bait.
Caught on the poison, Pat.
All right, I'm a witness.
You saw it.
I saw it.
Thank you, Big Dog, for turning that on. Another red eye fish, Pat?
Another red eye fish. Oh my goodness, that's fish number 2. Puts me 2 over Rusty.
And 2 over Brother Dan, too. That's okay.
We're on the same team.
I figured we were. Well, I'll tell you what, we're having a good little chuckle at the Big Dog not catching some fish, but there's one thing you can't do, and that's count the Big Dog out. He knows what to put on, when to put it on, and he knows how to catch them. And he started doing that to us with a Strike King KVD.
He'll keep. Or he'll be close to keeping. Now look at, there's that trailer hook coming into play again today. You know they're just not getting it good when they do that. But, oh shoot, that fish is chunky, but might not measure. Oh, but he does. He'll measure with his mouth. Yep. I'll put him on my side.
Put him on your side. Does that make it tied up now?
I have 2 keepers.
I've got 3 keepers, don't I?
No, you have 1 keeper and 1 fish. I have 2 keepers and 2 fish. That's a big fish.
Pat, it's the 12 o'clock rule.
Oh, okay.
The 12 o'clock rule.
Okay.
I have 3 keepers since the start. We're going to start these rules earlier.
Well, there's nothing like 3 friends on Lake Barkley having a fun and friendly in the boat tournament. About the only thing I could think that could be better would be something in the skillet. So let's go see what Miss Vic has got cooking this week. In the Skillet with Chef Vicki Porter is brought to you by Pt.2, turning your precious memories into video treasures.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter, and today I will be showing you a quick and delicious recipe for my breaded pork chops. And now for the ingredients. You will need 1 cup of crushed Ritz crackers, 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, 2 eggs, 4 pork chops, 4 tablespoons of butter, and pepper to taste. In a bowl, combine the Ritz crackers, the garlic salt, and the pepper. In a separate bowl, beat the eggs. First, dip the pork chop in the egg batter. Next, dip the pork chop in the cracker crumb breading. Then place it in the oven-safe dish. Repeat this procedure for each pork chop. Last, top each pork chop with 1 tablespoon of butter. Cover the pork chops and put them in the oven on 375 for 45 minutes. During the last 5 minutes, uncover the pork chops, put the oven on broil, and this will make your pork chops crispy. I'm Vicki Porter, and tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
Hey, what do you think about these? Shaw Grigsby likes these, but Denny Brower looks awesome in these. You know, a lot of people don't know that Strike King is the #1 importer of packaged polarized sunglasses in the whole entire country. I've seen Mark Davis wear these, and I like them a lot. They're awesome. But you know what? Me, I have got to have my monsters.
The Tournament Trail is brought to you by Fishin' Affliction, for those who've got it bad.
Folks, here's the results of Flipper's Sunday morning tournament held April 25th, 2010 up there at Bull Creek Marina in Gallatin, Tennessee. First place went to the team of Hargis and Holland with 16.80 pounds, and second place to the team of Guffey and Breeden with 15.20 pounds. First big fish went to Mr. Larry Holland Jr., and it was 4.65 pounds, and second big fish went to Mr. Anthony Guffey at 4.60 pounds. So close, guys. Fishin' Affliction would like to thank Flippers up there in Bull Creek Marina for supplying this week's tournament trail results. Folks, you can send your tournament trail results to info@fishandaffliction.com, and be sure to check out our Fishin' Affliction archives for the tournament trail results at www.fishandaffliction.com. They're posted each and every week. Now, back to Fishin' Affliction.
Did you hear me strip drag when I hit him? God, that one hit. Golly. If he weighs 5 pounds, you'll never live it down because I call my shot. I'm just letting him stay down. He's solid. Ain't no doubt he'll measure. He is solid. He's not 5 pounds, but he's solid. There we go. Ain't no doubt he'll measure. Hey, you ain't liking that one too good, are you? You know why? You still got me on the big fish, but I've got 3. And since 12, I have, ooh, that one went 15 3/4. I have 3 keepers. Well, and
he talks a lot of smack.
And I'm gonna catch another one right here.
Well, I can sure tell you that the Big Dog and Pat Singer are dear, dear friends. They tease a lot, but they sure enjoy each other's company, and they go back a long ways in their lives together, and it's just awesome. And throughout the day, I get to learn about Pat and his family. What an inspirational family he comes from. Great stories about his mother and his brothers, and it's just incredible to hear about the lives of other people that have influenced you in your own life. And Pat is just a dear, dear friend. I feel blessed to have met him and spend time with him fishing. And one of the neat things that Pat and his family does is every year they get together on Kentucky Lake for their family vacation, and they have a family tournament where they actually go out, bring fish in and weigh them, and the end result is the winner. And that's just awesome. We're going to be catching up with Pat throughout the rest of the year and catching more fish with him.
Me mad, but I don't know about it. Although that's probably a good keeper right there. You think that fish will measure?
I believe he will. We'll see.
I don't think that fish will measure, Pat.
Okay.
Lean back.
Put him on there. Man, I love it when they're in these bushes.
Fish wasn't in no bush. That fish was 5 miles from a bush.
Yeah, those aren't bushes right there, but
That fish was just on bed back here. Oh, I finally got a buzzbait fish. And you know what this is? Number 5.
Big
Boy,
Dog.
Number 5.
Hey, Pat. Pat, I'm glad they're not in the
Oh, God,
bushes.
y'all are bad.
Right.
I'm glad they're not in the bushes, Big Dog.
Number
hold
5. Number 5. Oh, and he measured too. Oh, I hate that. I hate that for y'all. Oh, I hate that. That is terrible.
Well, the Big Dog loves to have his fun too. And it's been a great day to have some fun with Brother Pat Singer and the Big Dog. What a beautiful, beautiful sight on Lake Barkley. This is just absolutely one of my favorite times of the day. And let's not forget all those big Lake Barkley largemouth that we caught.
Well, here's our best 5 for the day, like we've been holding them and keeping them for you guys. Anyway, fishing with my old buddy Pat today. It's been fun. We caught, I don't know, 25, 30 bass, probably 10 or 12 keepers. My old buddy Dan's behind the camera, and it's time for us to make a run in. So tune in again next week for Fishin' Affliction.
Well, folks, just when you thought the show was over, it's just getting started. That's right, Pat and the Big Dog, they said the outro to the show, but then picked up their top waters and started fishing again. And wouldn't you know it, the Big Dog lands an absolute monster.
There's a giant. Oh, that's a good one. I pounded that one, boy. That one killed me. Look at that thing. I can't even get him in. Grab it. Or here, grab it.
Oh, please, somebody get that fish. Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what.
Now hold it, big dog. Big dog, I'm gonna get the scales out. Hold on.
Let me tell you what.
Hold on now, big dog. Look, this is, Pat, look how we gotta shoot this. Look.
Hey, let me tell you what. We decided to hit one more little spot.
I gotta see what this looks like. Hold on.
Look at the belly on this hog, man.
Big dog, look at this. We're supposed to be gone.
Hey, look at the belly on this fish.
All right, let's get the scales out.
Good. I'm gonna quit having to hear about this daggum fish.
This is under protest. I just want you to know. It is under protest. We were done. I won't get the scales.
And I didn't even throw on Pat's fish.
You know, big dog, you're not gonna like what that scale's saying.
Oh no. That scale says 1. It says 0.
It said 411.
It did not say 411. You're a line of joker.
It said 411, big dog. What do you want me to tell you?
That fish was not 411.
Well, the big dog was right, and I knew that he was. I just had to tease him a little bit more since I knew he was going to break my 4-pound, 12-ounce record. And after we reset those scales, here it is.
507. 507. So don't even say that.
511. Actually, it was 511. But next week, could we break the record again? Tune in when you hear.
Them are big old spots, big old largemouth. We had a real good smallmouth. Of course, it was 17.5 inches, but we're gonna let all these go. Right there. Let them all go. And then, one second.
There's more. Fishin' Affliction is brought to you by Strike King Lures, Deca Batteries, Kistler Rods, and Bass Pro Shops. Thanks for tuning in this week, and please join us again next week because...
Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old nitro boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin'. Yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.